Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you this speech today on the 22nd of March. This means that today is World Water Day. I thought therefore that this would be a good time to speak to you about water and one project which aims to provide water for those who do not have it. Here in the Western world, many of us take water for granted. In London, for example, good quality water is pumped to practically every building in the whole of the city, and does not cost a great deal either. If a tap stops working, we call a plumber, and in a short time the problem is fixed. However, this is not the case in many developing countries. If we look at some of the global statistics available on this topic, we see that 783 million people around the world do not have access to drinking water. This is roughly 11% of the whole of the world's population. Furthermore, poor quality water causes a great many deaths around the world. 700,000 children die every year from diarrhoea as a result of drinking unsafe water. This is equivalent to about 2,000 people a day. And of those who have access to safe water, many have to travel far to fetch it. 1.1 billion people in the world live more than 1 kilometer from their water source. Therefore, there is clearly a need to improve the water situation around the world, and this is precisely why World Water Day was first declared in 1993. The UN therefore recognizes the need to prioritize water in order to help development. But how exactly is this going to be achieved on the ground? What projects exist in order to make the UN's global vision a reality? Well, one example of a project of this type is that which is led by WaterAid. WaterAid is a charity based in the UK that also has water issues at the top of its list of concerns. It aims to improve the lives of many around the world by addressing water issues. I'd now like to tell you a bit more about the scheme and how it works. The scheme consists of a plan to ensure that water pumps can be fixed quickly. However, the project does not stop there. It also aims to address social issues, in particular empowering women in developing countries. WaterAid works in partnership with local organizations in order to achieve its aims. One of their partners is based in Mahoba in India. This group has been training a group of women as water pump mechanics for the last few years. The idea behind this training program is that each technician will be responsible for looking after the local pump in their village. This means that if the pump breaks down, there is no need to call in a technician based far away. However, the women who receive training on the program cannot fix every problem that arises on their own. So, when large, more complicated repairs are required, the women technicians join forces. One technician asks for the help of other women living in a nearby village, and in most cases the problem can be solved. The work these women do is especially important in areas where the sole source of water is a government pump, and the improvements that the women have brought about are clearly visible. Before the scheme launched, there were more than 4,000 broken pumps in the district, but the newly trained mechanics have now fixed more than 300, turning water back on for 30,000 people. And the benefits for local communities are not just linked to water. The training the women have been given doesn't just ensure a reliable source of water, but has also changed people's perception of them in one of India's most culturally conservative areas. Women are also more mobile and visible than before. They have been given bicycles to allow them to travel between villages, and they have been given tools and equipment to test water quality. They have also been taught about sanitation and the diseases which can be caught through contaminated water. This is especially important in a country where 320,000 children die from diarrhoea before their 5th birthday each year. The women who receive training also pass on valuable knowledge to others. They share sanitation advice with people living in the villages they visit, and as a result, the health of the villagers has improved considerably. Through projects of this type with partners around the world, WaterAid is making great efforts to meet the water needs of those in developing countries. However, this project is clearly not just about water. It improves the lives of women and makes them feel more valued within their communities as well. Thank you.